What's going on, y'all? It's the Jamaican Esquire coming to you live and direct again, dropping some more gems. Um, millennials, we are now under attack. I saw a clip from Roland Martin. Millennial generation, I think, will be people anywhere from 33 to 49ish. I would say would be the millennial generation. Reason we're millennials is because we're the last generation that really knows what life is like prior to cell phones. And the funny thing about our attack is that it's absolutely warranted because we grew up just like the Gen Zers are growing up. We grew up in a life that we were told that if you work hard, you go to school, you get good grades, you're gonna get you get a solid education, you'll be able to live a comfortable life. That was a fucking lie. And the reason that we grew up so naive and believing that is because of our parents, who are baby boomers, who are the same ones now attacking us, saying you should do something about what's happening in the world today. How can we do something about what's happening in the world today when a lot of us can't even afford to pay our fucking rent? When a lot of us are not even homeowners at almost the age of 40. When a lot of us are getting laid off of these jobs that we went to school for, that we paid $200,000 in education for, right? Shout to Biden for suspending those payments. But $200,000 in education for, that there is no way that we'll ever be able to pay it back. Now let that sit for a moment. And then you say to us, millennials, y'all need to be doing more about what's happening and stop making excuses. What about all of the stuff that y'all put us through to make money off of our backs, baby boomers? Talk about that. Now look, I know everybody's stressed out. There's a lot that's been going on since the Orange Man has gotten into office. But one thing we cannot do is continue to divide ourselves. That's how we ended up here. January 6, 2021 was a crazy day, but it revolutionized, and it should have exposed us to how the real America, I call it the real America, shouts to 30 Rock, the real America thought about big cities and metropolitan cities. I'm talking to you, New York. I'm talking to you, Chicago. I'm talking to you, LA, DC, Houston, Dallas, Miami. All of these big cities throughout the world, throughout the country, right, that have been being rebuilt, $3,000 for a one bedroom, $500 for a single family, but then you're paying them $80,000 a year, right? And the people in rural America that are suffering the most, because we thought we were suffering, the people in rural America are the ones that are suffering the most because people are leaving those communities. Those communities are going bankrupt. Once thriving communities, very safe, white, small communities, are now becoming ghost towns because everybody was moving into these metropolitan cities. So when Trump comes up and he's like, we're going to get the immigrants out because they're taking your jobs. The immigrants aren't taking your job. You're not coming to my house and cleaning. You're not going to work at McDonald's for a minimum wage, right? You're not standing outside of Home Depot. Those are jobs that when people come here looking for opportunities, they go and do. And we, as capitalists, as a capitalist nation, we take full advantage of that. We go there and we negotiate. We have someone paint our house for much less than what someone with a commercial license would do. Right? Because that is the American society. So right now we got to figure out what is our way to overcome. What is the method that we should use as millennials, right, to overcome in this new economy, because it's another shift. And baby, we've been here before. 2008, don't forget, all the millennials know 2008 was a fucked up time. Because a lot of us were graduating with mounds of debt, with no job prospects. And we made a way. When I started my business, it was not popular to start businesses. It was completely unpopular to start a business. But I did it. And I made it successful. Because I stood firm, I understood the trends, and I listened to my consumer base. So millennials, yes, they are right. We've got to stop bitching. And we have to start progressing. We have to stop fighting what's happening and work through it. Figure out how we're going to make this work for us. Not saying we're going to lay down, right? We're not going to lay down. But we have to figure out how to fight in a way that makes sense for us. And it's not one way to fight. We can still protest. We can still boycott. But then what else are you doing? Are you out there building a comparable business? Because I'll tell you this right now. I am not going to stop shopping at Amazon. I cannot stop shopping at Target. But if something else came around, right? If something else came around that was comparable to Amazon, to Target, that expressed the same values that I expressed, then yes, I would start shopping there because they embrace my values. But right now, we still ordering off of Amazon off of necessity. And until that necessity is no longer there, we will keep clicking. We will keep ordering. Because nobody's going out in this cold ass weather just to go get some diapers, just to go get some milk, right? Get some bread. Nobody's going out, but there needs to be companies, millennials, this is you I'm talking to now. There need to be companies that are started, because I'm not smart enough. I can't do it. I can give you the play, but I can't do it. There needs to be companies that are going to be formed. They're going to be about better values than what Jeff Bezos has, than what Mark Zuckerberg has, than what Elon Musk has. There has to be people out there. Now, I read this book. I'm going to leave you with this. I read this book called The Monk and the Merchant, and it was so transformative early in my me starting my business and the way that I thought about things. This person would go around and he had this particular product that he used as currency, more like a barter system throughout the country, and it became popular, so more people wanted it and then more people bought it. But he was also a good person, right? So he would give away some of the earnings that he had, which would then empower other people, right? So I say all this to say that business is simple. You are capitalizing off of the needs of someone else. Go out and do that, millennial. Fuck these jobs. Start your